What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Check It Out, the show where we talk to you about games, products, and services that we like and think that you might also like. My name is Tommy Shelby. With me, as somewhat regularly, James Sandusky.
Howdy.
Ryan Robinson.
What's up?
Shanae Howard.
Sup?
So this is a mobile game, as you can see. I recorded this off of my Apple TV.
Tom, careful. You remember what happened last time we recorded mobile games?
That's true. We've lost a subscriber. This is Florence. It's by a new company called Mountain, who is headed by the creator of Monument Valley. Published by Annapurna, who seems to be publishing a lot of games lately that I like.
Brush those teeth.
Yeah, so Florence, it's a game about a girl who meets a man, and they get into a relationship together. And it's just kind of what they go through throughout the course of that relationship. And yeah, I like the art style. I like the music. You guys can't really hear it now. But I don't know. There's just something to it.
Were you on Tinder just then?
I think it's more like an Instagram type thing because
Okay.
or like a Twitter because you can retweet.
Oh, right.
But yeah,
I made all the money.
you kind of like it's more gamey than like a walking sim would be. Like you are interacting with a lot of things.
Right.
But I don't know that I would call it a game. Although like things will slightly change depending on what you do.
Sure.
But not significant. You're going to get the same story, every time. It is very short. You beat it in about half an hour, and it's $3. So if that's a problem for you, that's okay. Go play something else.
Right.
But I think $3 for something that's as relatable as this is a pretty good deal.
Will it make me miss the single life?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think it'll make you sad. It's not.
Aw.
I mean, there are parts of it that are happy, right? It's all in how you look at it. But I really like games that are relatable, characters that are relatable, and that doesn't mean like it can't have any like action or supernatural aspect to it. But you find something about that character that you do relate to, right? Like Ryan and I have talked a lot of times about like Superman and Batman, right? And like how I am. It's easier for me to relate to this fucking alien from Krypton than it is to a human from Earth, because I've never been a fucking millionaire, right? But I've had a small family life, things like that. And I think this is a game that anybody who's been in a relationship has gone through very, very similar things.
She likes koalas, and I'm down for that.
So, since we can't hear the sound, is this being narrated or is it just
No.
You're just going through pictures?
Right. I mean, the music is good, but there are sound effects, but there is no dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
Does the music change throughout the day, or is it kind of the same songs on loops?
It changes scene to scene. The video will have some of the music in it, so you like if you're watching the video, you should hear something faintly in the background. But I didn't want it
that's cool.
echoing over our discussion. But yeah. So I just want you guys to watch it for a little bit.
I'm finding
I
it
like the colors.
finding it rather cathartic.
So there's some interesting mechanics, right? Like you start this relationship with this guy, and you guys are having like you're going on your first dates, right?
Right.
And basically a text bubble pops up for him, and you have to respond.
Mm-hmm.
So almost like a jigsaw puzzle, you're putting together what you're going to say to him. And when it first starts out, that puzzle is a bit harder. It's still not hard, but a bit harder. But as you talk to him more and more, the puzzle gets simpler and simpler.
Like symbolizing the evolution of a relationship.
Right, things of that nature.
Oh,
There's a
that's
part
nice.
later in the game where you guys are in an argument and you have those same text bubbles. And like the faster you assemble your text, which is basically assembling your argument, the more aggressive Florence is towards him, right? And like the more likely it is that you guys will end up mad at each other rather than just kind of,
Yeah.
Working
yeah.
out your problems.
yeah.
This game seems really cool, and I find that as I get older and play more games, I find that I like experiences that explore relationships between people more and more, which is why games like this have been so appealing to me, and more story-driven stuff has been more what I gravitate toward.
Yeah.
But this game also looks like it's gonna make me cry. Is that what's gonna happen?
I mean, it is sad. It's definitely sad.
Because you remember what happens
But,
when I play sad games, Tom. So.
But it is happy too. I think it's about that, like, even if a relationship ends, which we've all been through relationships that have ended, that you can take certain things from those relationships and grow from them.
Right.
But
I like that a lot.
yeah.
I also just really like this art style. I like there's like some web comics I follow that like very very similar art style, and I enjoy all of those.
Yeah, and people have been
Really
talking about this
appealing.
game. Like, when I first heard of this, it was an article, and this game only came out a couple weeks ago. When I first heard of it, there was an article talking about, digital comics could be more like this.
Sure.
More interactive. I don't know that I necessarily want that, but I'm sure that some people do.
I think that happens a lot more in like Japan,
Yeah.
like the interactive webcomics,
Yeah.
because I know I've come across them.
Tell me about them.
A lot of times they're like horror ones, like things will pop
No,
up.
I don't know. I don't want that. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah.
I'll check this out.
Yeah. So she's gonna meet the dude here.
Uh-oh, her
And then
phone
we'll
died, man.
Call it an end.
Her phone died.
Oh, I hope it goes well.
You don't want your phone to die on the first date with a new person, man, because what if things go bad?
Well, that's when you just go to the bathroom and don't come back.
Well, they're not. They
Is
haven't
that
even
what you
met
do,
yet.
Sandy? You go to the bathroom and don't come
Oh,
back?
I like.
No.
Are you
Just
creating
saying
this
it's happened to me.
instance with the music, or is this just the?
It's
art
music, and I'm tapping on the music.
Style? Okay.
the
Oh, look
music
at how
notes.
I bet that's because she's excited to be going on her date.
No,
Yeah.
she doesn't even. I told you she hasn't met the guy yet.
My bad,
She's
man.
just going through life,
She's
living
in a
it,
good mood.
enjoying her music, the music of
Sinead,
life.
you ever been so happy that you felt like you were floating like that?
Yes.
Yeah? Tell me about that.
It's normally when I'm being manic depressive,
All right.
manic times.
Anyhow, it's a good game.
That's the
like
guy,
I said,
Sinead.
it's extremely short,
He's a
and it
cutie.
is $3. I've no problem spending $3 on something that I take something from.
Sure.
So yeah,
Aw.
buy it, and we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.